Climate change is a threat for Germany's economy, its people's livelihoods, and even for the country's security. But the issue is barely being discussed ahead of the elections on February 23rd. Here's what the director of one of the world's top climate research centers says.
The fact that unchecked climate change has long caused massive damage has somehow been forgotten in this election campaign.
Instead, politicians are mostly talking about
Sicherheit.
Wirtschaft. Die Wirtschaft.
Migrationswende.
Sicherheit.
Migration.
even on election posters, climate has taken a back seat. For the Greens, by definition the climate-friendly party, posters mentioning climate have disappeared. Olaf Scholz of the Social Democrats isn't running as the climate chancellor anymore. During the 90 minutes of the first TV debate between the main candidates for chancellor, the first and only mention of climate came after 40 minutes and was limited to the question, do you find wind turbines ugly? This trend is playing out among voters too. Climate was the most important concern for people in Germany ahead of the elections in 2021. This year, it only comes in fourth place after migration, the economy, and armed conflicts. Climate change may have lost relevance with voters, but for climate activists, politicians still have a duty to address it.
Ich glaube, es liegt vor allem daran, dass Politikerinnen Angst haben, über das Thema zu sprechen. Und ich glaube, sie haben Angst, damit auch Wählerstimmen dann zu verlieren.
Und deswegen liegt es eben an der Politik, die Themensetzung klar zu machen. Also, dass wir eben sagen, klar, es gibt ganz viele Krisen, aber wir kümmern uns auch wirklich um jede.
For their part, politicians mostly say they do, in fact, think the issue of climate change is relevant.
Das Thema ist nach wie vor drängend und natürlich eigentlich auch ungelöst, deswegen wird es auch sicher wiederkommen. Aber die Parteien sind auch darauf angewiesen, was die Bürger thematisieren, und die thematisieren es im Moment relativ wenig.
But take the CDU, the party likely to win the elections. Its leader, Friedrich Merz, wants to undo some of the previous government's climate measures and has accused other parties of being too alarmist. Germany's political parties may have decided to ignore the climate issue. But climate change remains a global crisis, and a majority of Germans does want more climate protection. The next government may not have a choice but to address it.